coin I really wanted to look at first, but because someone mentioned to me AAVE, I quickly had a look here right now, and yeah, I agree. It looks good. So it was not going to be super detailed analysis for you, because I will want to squeeze in all the requests I had from the Discord. But AAVE looking good. This is the weekly chart. Don't even try and quiz me right now what it even does at this point. But look at those dots and look at this side action. It's been in a range for some time, since pretty much January. It lost this higher range above $80, came back down to 70, but it's climbed back above 80. And as you can see, we've had this trend line here. We had that red track line as well, and now it's turning orange. Looking at the RSI on the weekly, it is just about the level I like. So in around 50, 51, 52. I think on a weekly it is a really good level, to consider it, looking obviously at other indicators. We're going to zoom in as well, but just before I go, 8 and 21 EMA, and look what it's doing. It looks like it's calling up to do something interesting. I really like the look of it. I think it could be a very good buy, not financial advice, for long term. And possibly, like, I feel 2x isn't really out of the question. It would have to break above. They're going to be, because we're above 2 digits here, you need to think those psychological levels in terms of, again, round numbers. So we have, like, 100, 115, 160. Don't get too caught up on that though. Again, I think sticking to simple targets here, we're in around $80, sorry, and then 160 is not really that far off. So that would mean, let me just zoom out for a second. That would mean, guys, you're buying in around here. I want to check in on a smaller time frame for a little bit of a better target. Even if you got a retest back down to 80, obviously 160 is just not really that far off. It would definitely have that resistance at around 116, just because you're seeing it here, and then we had that was support, and then we had that resistance here and here. It's not really something I feel would be very, very hard given the conditions. If market stays the way it is, if we had that shift, from Bitcoin to alts, if that money flows, there's a lot of coins that haven't pumped yet, and I feel, looking at those bigger caps, AAVE is definitely one to pay attention to, and it's not looking bad, especially for those of you guys who are looking for a little bit of a safer investment and something that isn't as crazy volatile as some other assets in the market. But anyway, this was honestly just a quick look at AAVE. I was curious how this was shaping up. I like what I'm seeing. Those candles here, this nice consolidation here, and trying to break out. Once this breaks above $95, it has more wings. But it's a nice level. It's retested on the daily as well, those EMAs, that support, retested that trend line. RSI, like I said, was looking good. It's looking good on the daily as well. I think, guys, this is an interesting find and suggestion. One more time, sorry, this indicator, because I've been, so we have the 800 EMA here on the daily that's shaping up, and that will be coming up to the resistance of around $165. So very logical target. A nice 2x if you want to buy and forget. Get your notifications on. Interesting. Anyways, one of the requests from the Discord was Gala. And let me tell you, I love that they've asked for it, because wait till you see the chart. So as far as I'm concerned, Gala is to do with gaming and metaverse. We know there's trends. We know there's always a rotation of them. By the way, keep an eye on those trends again. Fed move. We're gonna go have a look at that as well. Does it mean AI coins are back? What's going to be the next trend? Bit more digging and you might find out, or else you can just join my Discord or give you the scoop. Gala, I've been charting this before, have just all drawings on this, but they're still quite relevant here. Because what Gala is doing, as you can see, guys, it is trying to come back to a very, very key level. But I really like what it's doing. I'm going to get rid of that channel in a second. But it's a great representation of how the downtrend gets broken and then what happens to a range if you want to trade it, because you can trade it down as well. But now we're in the uptrend, right? We're with the bulls. Let me check. Number, okay. Daily chart, getting a little bit stretched out here, coming up. Actually, no, sure. 67, not too bad. You'd be kind of looking at, when it gets to 80s, you can put those notifications on as well. But I want to put some indicators on. What a chart. This is a monster of a chart. So we won't be concentrating on all of it. It'd be very hard to put it in picture for you. We know where we are at. We know how much more we're hoping Gala will be able to pull for us. Don't ever assume it's going to ever go back to its all-time high. But looking at here and now, go back, turn this indicator back on. You can see everything perfect. This has retested the 50 EMA on the daily, given that side action, and it's coming up to the resistance of the 200 EMA. What I'm thinking here, it could come back lower, back again to about 4 cents, above 4 cents, stay above the 50 EMA, give time to break above that 200, and then obviously, like similarly to here, we finally climbed up above it, but that was failed. However, this is obviously the range, and we saw it from before where we need to pay attention to. 5 cents would be a very, very important and critical point to hold, and then getting above 6 cents. Small price range, but important, because it was a very pesky resistance to get above. It was, unless we get another deviation back again. But it's nice to see a retest like this again. Nice to see this pumping. I think Gala long-term definitely has a lot of potential. I feel it looks good. I want to zoom in a small bit and turn other indicators on as well. I loved putting the cloud on, but I keep telling you guys I have no idea how to read this properly. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the red means, what the blue means, or what those crosses mean, but it makes sense in my head, so that's all that matters. I just kind of just added sometimes to, right, so we're above everything, right? That's great. It has to be a sign of something good. But Alpha VIP, so excellent for the track line, turning green here, and our 8 and 21 on the daily. Again, we are above both of them. Obviously, weekly kind of gives a different indicator, but I just wanted to point that out to you. that it is. I know it pumped on the daily. You saw that candle there that pierced through the 200 EMA. But when you look at the weekly chart and that bullish cross, it's barely only happening. So giving yourself time to enter GALA right now, it is a very, very good decision. Not financial advice. I'm looking at this cross. I'm looking at this range. It might take a little bit of time to see it pump crazy. Like I said, we will need to tackle the 5 cents and then 6 cents. But then Bob's your uncle. And once you're above that, you only have a little bit of resistance here once again around 7 cents. After that, sky's the limit, right? But still, like I said, playing in A to B, B to A, give or take, we're entering in around 4 cents and 50, getting above to that resistance around 7 cents. That is still a nice 50% of gain. You could be shaving off your profits, waiting for a retest, buying more, and then aiming for the sky, another resistance in around, we were at 7 cents. Obviously, like I said, the psychological level around 1 cent. That's another 70%. And you've doubled up your bag most likely because you sold at this resistance, came back for a retest. So there's a lot of money there for you in a relatively short time. If you want to play GALA, I would be looking at it right now. Definitely looks good. If you have any more questions, if you have any more information, or if you want to talk to me about GALA, join my Discord or come to Twitter to the comments under the video.